How's it going, everybody? I'm Stuart with the Sleep Advisor, and today we're going to be looking at the Casper Hybrid mattress. This video is meant to be an overview, kind of a step-by-step sequential look at some of the mattress's features, some of the materials, and a brief overview on how it feels and such. So after the Casper original mattress, they had the Casper Wave and the Casper Essential. It's got similar comfort and pressure relieving foams that the original had, but with the addition of the coils on the base, it gives more responsiveness and bounce, giving it a little bit of a different feel. So I'm gonna start off talking about the construction, but before I do that, I wanna remind you to check out the description. And that's got different coupons in it. You can check out our website for a lot of different reviews. It's all down there below. So if you're interested in buying this product and you're curious about the price, we've also included that information in the description below as well. And hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Okay, now let's get started. Let's check out this bed. And like I said, I'm gonna start off with the construction. Okay, so the cover's made of this durable polyester that's got high quality stitching. You can stretch it. It'll go right back into place. Give it a good tug, strong around the seams. Nice little cover, very soft. The cover's also fully removable. You can check underneath it to take a look at the layers. So if you need to wash the cover too, it makes it really nice and easy to do that. So it's 12 inches tall, the whole mattress is 12 inches tall, and right underneath the cover is 1.5 inches of open cell foam that cushions the sleeper's body and helps him stay cool. So next is 1.5 inches of pressure relieving memory foam. So memory foam is generally known for overheating, and that's why they place the layer further down so it's not right up against your body. That way you can still have some of that memory foam feel without all the heat. So then we've got 1.5 inches of zone support foam, and that's softer in the end of the bed and at the head of the bed where your feet and where your legs are, and it's firmer in your hips because your hips is your heaviest part of your body. And that should give you good pressure relief in your shoulders while also maintaining good support for your spine. So this Casper Hybrid is pretty much exactly like the original Casper mattress, but then we reach the base. So the main base here is 7 inches of durable, pocketed coils that provide edge-to-edge support, all the way to the edge, all the way to this edge, which you cannot see on the camera. And right underneath the coils is a thin layer of foam that kind of protects the coils and makes up for a sturdy base. And like the original Casper mattress, all of the foams used in this bed are CertiPure US certified, which means they've been tested by third parties to make sure they don't have unsafe amounts of chemicals in them. All right, let me zip this puppy back up. So we talked about what's in the bed, the layers, the springs. Now let's talk about how it feels. Here at the Sleep Advisor, on top of posing like Lionel Richie, we rate mattresses on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being like sleeping on air and 10 being like sleeping on a rock. Not the rock though, because that would be weird. The Casper Hybrid comes in a little bit firmer than the original Casper. We rated it about a 6 to a 6.5 on our firmness scale. This is a pretty versatile firmness level that should accommodate a lot of sleepers. Now you've got to remember that firmness is a subjective thing and a lot depends on your body shape and size. For your reference, I'm about 150 pounds, and I'll be talking more about how your shape and your size can influence your impression of the bed as we continue throughout this video. Alright, now looking at responsiveness. So let's see. So I push into that first layer, and when I engage a little bit harder, you can tell that it takes slightly longer to respond because of that memory foam. When I push deeper, I can feel those springs really push my hand out of there. Blink. See? Yeah, I feel a little more density here because of that zone support layer. Pretty cool stuff. So that bounce in the coils can help with movement in repositioning. It gives it an extra boost. Let me show you what I mean. When I'm lying on my back and I'm settling into the foams, I can feel my body sinking into the memory foam layer. It helps distribute my weight, and it also helps transition me into the coils in the base layer. Lying on my side, I feel that classic pressure relief sensation that the memory foam in the second layer has to offer. The zoned areas in the shoulders really help me relieve the pressure in my shoulders because that's often a problem for me because my shoulders are significantly broader than my hips. Okay, lying on my stomach. So some sleepers may worry about their hips dipping too low. The zone support foam is doing its job by keeping my hips elevated on top of the mattress. The coils in this bed also help provide some extra firmness in the base. So overall, this bed is really versatile. And see, that's saying something because the original Casper is also really versatile. And I think just the springs in here, the addition of the springs, just adds a little something, especially to those who are looking for more of a responsive, bouncy bed. So as you can tell, I'm a skinnier guy, so I don't necessarily sink quite as deep as some heavier sleepers might. So while I feel more like I'm a little more on top of the mattress, somebody who's slightly heavier than me will probably feel more like they're getting more of a cradle from the mattress's foams and materials. Now, that being said, Casper doesn't have a recognized weight limit for this bed, but I will say it's likely going to be a better option for heavier sleepers because it's a little bit firmer and has just a little bit more support. Alright, so I've covered the essentials. Now let's look at some features that are a little bit more preference-based, just changes depending on what you like. I'm going to start off with cooling. Foam mattresses and sweat don't mix well. It's really hot and it's gross. And that's why Casper is a good pick, because not only do these foams wick away sweat, but the coils in the base allow air to flow through it. As a bonus, the strategic layering of the bed's materials, like I talked about earlier with the memory foam being the second layer instead of the first, coupled with the breathable foams, make it so that sleepers should sleep all night long without worrying about overheating. Now about motion transfer. So I'm not really worried about motion making its way very far across the bed. While the poly foams on top and the springs are highly responsive, we have that memory foam in there, and the springs are individually pocketed to help isolate that. But let's check it out. I call that a success in my book. I think that most people are going to do just fine in this bed. Alright, edge support, here we go. This hybrid has a double layer of reinforced coils to help stabilize the edges. People can sit, stand, or sleep on the edge of this bed without having to worry about the edges compressing too much. For me, lying on the side felt nearly identical to the middle. It's some of the best edge support I've seen. And if this is something you're looking for, then the hybrid is definitely ahead of the original. Okay, so before I wrap this up, I want to touch on some things that may help you decide whether or not this bed, the Casper Hybrid, is a good fit for you. Casper mattresses are manufactured right here, not here, but in the USA, and they allow you to try out the bed for 100 nights. And if you don't like it, within that trial period, they'll come pick it up for you for free with a full refund. And plus, the company will try to do what they can to see if the bed can be donated to a charity. How cool is that? Oh, and your purchase is covered by a 10-year warranty. Now, who do we think will love the Casper Hybrid? People who are combination sleepers. So folks who switch around between their stomach, back, and their sides when they're sleeping, they're likely to enjoy this bed. It's designed with responsive foams and coils that don't only feel comfortable in all positions, but they help facilitate movement. Thank you, springs. We also think it's great for people who want zone support. The third layer of this mattress is equipped with a zone support foam that's firmer under the hips and softer under the shoulders. This design helps to promote better spinal alignment, especially if you carry extra weight around your middle. And lastly, we think it's a good fit for people who sleep hot. You can enjoy a breathable comfort foam on top and the coils in the space to help promote airflow to keep the bed cooler at night. Also, Casper's thought-out design keeps the memory foam away from the sleeper's body, which prevents heat retention. And that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. And leave a comment if you have a question about this bed or about another bed that might be better for you. Just leave us your height, your weight, and the sleeping position you prefer. Here at The Sleep Advisor, we believe we can make a better world through better sleep. Thanks for watching.